the disappointment in his face.
And Gasol sends it back. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
There's Miller with the three. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
.40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Ennis. He's tightly guarded. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Plumlee. Plumlee's got 6.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Right side Gibson. Down low. Butler. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Good on the 2nd free throw.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Now Vasquez, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Kicks to Plumlee. That is good.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score. Excellent job to track down the long ball.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Bucks lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead for them during the period was 4. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, they're getting beat up on the boards, Ernie. Smack them around, smack them around. And you know the coach is unhappy about it, because I'm unhappy about it, Ernie. I'm sure he's in the locker room right now saying, hey, we can bounce back in the second half. You need to dig deep, show some pride.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Really an incredible game from primetime.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Monroe is out there at Parker, and it's Bayless in at the point. Miller with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Miller's got the first bucket of the third here for the Bulls.
Superb assist there. Played the role of the maestro on that one. And you know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Miller with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Miller, no luck.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Offensive rebound, Parker. Soft touch off the glass. Parker's got 6.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Now here is Miller. He's got 22 for the tie, and that one's good. Miller's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
The shot's good from Bayless. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis comes in for Pau Gasol. And Mirotic subbed in for Taj Gibson. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Bayless the pass to Monroe. He dishes it to Parker. Back to Monroe. Just 5 on the clock. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And the Bucks arguably were the best story in the Eastern Conference last year. How about going from the bottom of the barrel to a 6th-place finish in that Eastern Conference?
From deep three-point range. Shot is no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And Bayless kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's all in by the Bulls. And for the Bucks, a lot of their improvement came, Greg, as you're talking about, in their play against the Eastern Conference. They went 30 and 22, Clark, against the rest of the conference.
A nice step for a young team, but you look at it more closely. Basically, the Bucks beat teams they should have beaten, but you know, Kevin, the good teams do that consistently, so a good step for them.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Johnny O'Bryant, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Both free throws good from Bayless. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Oh!
How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there.
And it's Monroe finishing it off. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
And don't take any risk while you're doing it.
Bayless dishes to Monroe. Inside. And Bayless with the basket, the assist by Monroe. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
So for the Bulls, Tony Snell's checked in for McDermott. Dunleavy comes in for Butler. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Miller. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Plumlee, the pass to Vasquez. Good. Vasquez has got his first bucket in this one.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
And whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. It ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
Chicago making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Some changes for Chicago.
Hey, kid, you ready?
Saul comes in for Portis.
Go.
And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Mirotic. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Parker's checked in for Johnny O'Bryant.
Timeout. Start it.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Miller's checked in for Butler. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 14-6 run. Dishes to Vasquez. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. Vasquez has got 4 points this quarter.
For Mirotic, he was most valuable late in games, guys. From March on, he led the league in fourth quarter points per game.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Miller, no up.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. And for that note about Mirotic, in the fourth, he outscored LeBron and Westbrook that month. That's impressive for any player, much less a rookie.
Bulls trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Pass to Gibson. Back to Miller.
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give them a spark.
Yeah, what a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Fires the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Vasquez. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there.